Hey there, welcome back Shadow's Army, and welcome to the channel. Few hours ago, a new face-to-face with developers for April month has been released. There are amazing news from all the kingdoms, newer kingdoms, and both small and higher seed one. But let's start together from the first point. The way kingdom power is currently calculated doesn't accurately reflect a kingdom true strength. For example, when calculating kingdom power, any player with more than 100 million power is only counted as having that power. This needs to be updated. Lilith agreed that the old method for calculating kingdom power no longer fits the current state of the game. With that in mind, we are planning on making a few adjustments. Our preliminary plan is as follows. While calculating a governor total contribution to kingdom power, all of their power up to 150 million will be fully factored in. From power between 150 and 300 million will be calculated at 80%, so reduced by 20. From 300 to 500 will be reduced instead by 50%, and beyond the 5 million power, will not be factored in at all. As there were many questions about this one, here there is an example with a player of 600 million power. So, first 150 million will be calculated at 100%, the next 150 million will be by 80%, after that from 300 to 500, so for a total of 200 million power will be 50%, and the lastest from 5 to 600 will not be counted for a total of 370 million power. So the idea is not at all to keep using the total power of the player for matchmaking calculations and for determining the seed of the kingdom, but is more a gradual thing. Definitely this is a huge improvement, I think. It gives a better perspective about how it is the real kingdom power, instead just reducing to calculate up to 150 million for who has more. So I definitely agree with this change, I like it. Another note is that they will keep only be counted each kingdom top 300 governed by individual power, even because I think probably the only kingdom that has more than this amount of active player is just 1093. For Imperium Kingdom instead of Conquest, we'll be adjusting the threshold for immigration power caps accordingly. Specific detail will be announced in-game. That's our preliminary plan for updating Kingdom player calculation. Okay. Question 2. In KvK, Kingdom from the same camp sometimes has conflicting ideas about fighting. If any one of the kingdom decide not to fight, their entire camp is an disadvantage in combat, which hurts the experience of the other kingdoms. Definitely this is something that happen more in lower seed kingdom than in higher one, but yes, it's a plague that must be extinguished, so I hope they will do a really good job to fix it. In fact, they said that we'll be experimenting with adding the kingdom team-up feature to more KvK stories. Qualified kingdoms will be able to team up before signing up for KvK together. This is definitely something interesting. Currently, this mode for team up feature is available in King's Nile and Storm of Stratagem. I truly enjoy the fact that you can select the kingdom which you can pair up, especially if is another kingdom that is proven to be full of fighters, of people which fight, and not maybe a farmer like, unfortunately, more during lower seed kingdom than higher, but this is still a problem. Question 3. In the current KvK meta, everyone just spams fortresses in contest promises. It slows down combat and makes it boring. Yes, this is definitely something shown in the past years that must be fixed. Another full example is the latest KvK of 1960, again 2377, where a tons of fortresses were built and it just didn't release the difference in power because 2377 hold it thanks to this wall of fortress. We plan on making the following changes to Alliance fortresses in the upcoming update. Changing territory requirements for building Alliance fortresses. Before, Alliance fortresses cannot be built within the territory of another Alliance fortresses. Now, the territory of two Alliances fortresses cannot overlap. Definitely nothing to say about that. Definitely correct. Also, they are reducing from 150,055 to 100,000 the durability of Alliance fortresses, which is nice because it will change drastically the whole thinking about the game, the whole strategies that kingdoms will place up. So this will be extremely interesting. The sooner they place it, the better will be. Question 4. Could we have an event calendar visible during KvK that show the exact dates when passes open? It would be only visible in current KvK season and would help with the time management. We are currently working on a feature like this. It should cover key alliance events and the opening time for holy site passes. This is definitely something we need, instead of just asking for every time that we have to enter in KvK to have an updated spreadsheet or whatever. This is definitely what we need. Question 5. When I have to use all my troops for combats, I don't have troops available to gather runes, which cause me to always miss out the best buff. In the updated crystal technology system, we are adding a special technologies that, once unlocked, allows you to summon a rune of your choice near your city. We'll be testing the new crystal technology system in certain stories, so that's all. Finally, you will not have to send your marches 100 more kilometers far away depending on the rune position in order to pick them up. This is definitely the best. But the question 6 is definitely fantastic for those who are using it. Can you make the daily special offer discount permanent, or at least have them show up more regularly? We are planning to adjust the price of daily special offer to match the discounted price. The exact date this change takes effect will be announced in-game. This is just fantastic. Basically, they are halving the price of one of the most bought bundle ever, the daily, which provide a tons of huge things like AP, speed ups, and especially Commander Golden Heads. This is just a fantastic update if they will do that. Let's pass now to the question 7 about armaments. Acquiring armaments in Season 2 is unrewarding. A lot of armaments seemed useless until Season of Conquest. And this is true, because Smite and Delta till now were not present in Season 2 because there was not any commander and link deck. In an upcoming update, we'll be moving Takeda, Cyrus the Great, Cheok, June and Bertrand to Gusclin to Season 2. Cheok and Bertrand will also receive some adjustment to better suit the battlefield environment of Season 2. Adjustment to Cheok. His commander talents will be changed. Now it is infantry versatility and attack, and it will change to infantry versatility and smite. So they are adding the smite formation to be useful and to be used in Season 2 and on. This is a huge adjustment that they had to do. Hopefully for those who invested on him and went back to KvK2 till when they could, they will be able to use that. I'm not sure how many will invest into Cheok and Bertrand in that specific moment, but maybe it will become meta depending also on what we are working with. But let's keep going and read the last part of the update. His commander skill will be adjusted as follows. All skills values listed below are based on the skill values at max level. Courageous. Deals smite damage up to 3 enemy troops in a fan. 1500 damage factor. Every additional target reduces the damage to each target by 15%. If a target has less than 30 units remaining, it is also silenced for 1 second with a rage requirement of 1000. So yeah, definitely is going with smite damage. Bilumban. If this commander troops contain only infantry units, it will gain 15 march speed and 40% attack. Stalwart. If this commander troops is on the map, Whenever it takes skill damage, smite damage, or combo attack damage, it has a 50% to reduce it by 50%, which this is huge because till now the effect would apply only to skill damage, but now it will apply really to something else. Cooldown 10 seconds. Sacrifice, renamed to Born to Die. If this commander troops contain only infantry units, it will deal 15% more normal damage. Whenever it launches a base attack against a field troops, it has 100% chance to cleanse one debuff from itself. If there are more stacks, it cleans only one, with a cooldown of 3 seconds. Wolf to the dirt, enhance stalwart, so the percentage of reducing by 50% the damage. If this commander troops is on the map, whenever it takes skill damage, smite damage, or combo attack damage, it has a 50% chance to reduce the damage by 50%, deal smite damage to up to 3 enemy troops in a fan, with a damage factor of 500. Cooldown 10 seconds. Well, of course, the commander itself it will not be meta in SOC, obviously, because the damage factor is just extremely too low, but I think that in Season 2 it will be very used because it will be a strong commander. Not sure how many will invest still in it because it's still 700 golden heads to use in a commander that will use only exclusively in Season 2 and eventually Season 3. So I'm not sure how many will use that, but definitely is something to be adjusted. And instead we have Bertrand to Guesclin, which will be cavalry versatility combo, and the commander skill will be updated like that, with a rage requirements of 1000, battle hungry, launches 2 combo attacks against up to 3 enemy troops in a rectangle, damage factor 600 damage, and the target loses 30 rage. So the damage factor for this commander will be 1200 as there are 2 combo attacks. Signal of Sympathy will not change. Fabian's strategy. While outside of Alliance territory, this commander troops deal 10% more normal damage. Whenever the troops launches a basic attack, it has 25% chance to launch a combo attack of 400 damage factor, which is nice, and has a cooldown of 10 seconds. The fourth skill instead, if the Eagle of Brittany, renamed to Blade of Porcelain, no, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce that. If this commander troops is attacking a field troops, whenever it deals combo attack damage, it has a 40% chance to increase the rage requirement of the target active skill by 200 for 5 seconds, so it's insane 1200 of rage requirements for the active skill. If the target is already affected by the rage requirement increase, the skill instead drain, so take and give to your commander 20 rage from them. And finally, the expertise, Royal Constable. This commander's troops takes 5% less damage, and this commander troops deal 10% more combo attack damage to troops with less than 60% unit remaining. So this is very amazing for Season 2, and I can see to wait and see who will use that. As I said, I don't think too many people will use that, but we will see. We hope this change will make sure that when the formation armament system open in Season 2, player will have the access to commander that works well with each formation. That's our preliminary plan to address the lack of suitable Season 2 commander for certain mechanics. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to share them with us through the survey linked in your in-game email. There is also one particular thing to be seen together with that update, the part of the update, and that thing is that not mention was done for archers. This, together with the spread of rumors that the real damage technique, the formation of circle will be rolled back because it didn't were used so much, let's say, that archer will keep using the skill damage. So most likely we will have skill damage for archers, smite damage for infantry, and finally combo damage for the cavalry. So this is something that we should keep in mind. Hopefully we change something or we'll make it for whoever tried to work over the circle formation, because otherwise they just wasted their money and their time. So we will see what they will do in future. And now we can go to the final three questions. What are the upcoming changes to crystal technologies? In the new crystal technology system, unit capacity technologies will be unlocked earlier, and this definitely is a good thing, allowing governors to bring their full force to bear in early battles. The new crystal technology system will allow you to focus on your stronger units. You'll be able to invest your crystal in the unit type you prefer, without needing to research unit techniques that you just don't use to unlock the new ones. Yes, for who has not siege units, that has always been a pain, to have to upgrade the wall 3 for siege or for whatever, just to unlock further researches. So definitely this is an excellent part of update. Some quality of life technologies will be introduced, such as the ability to summon a rune by your choice, or quickly return defeated troops to your city. Nice. Definitely we can just not to run anymore about the field by searching with runes. Question 9. Are you still planning on adding the armament fusion feature? After gathering player feedback and discussing the matter internally, we have decided not to add the armament fusion as a permanent feature. Instead, we'll be making the following changes. Adding a guarantee mechanics for armament transmutation to ensure that, after a certain number of transmutations, you are granted to receive an high value attribute for the same unit type of your locked attributes. Yes, this is what we need, because otherwise using transmutation stone right now is literally bullshit, because we have to use tons of them in order to get the attribute that we want, so this is definitely good. Hopefully the number of transmutation will just not be extremely high, so we will see once it is being released. Adding more ways to acquire transmutation stone and transmutation crystals. Combined with the granting mechanic, this should help you get the armament attribute you want faster. Yes, definitely will help. Armament fusion will be added as a limited time event in the future. So it's not like they are not adding it as a permanent feature, but at least once it will be released as a time event limited feature. So this is a good thing. Hopefully it will help us, so we can just start saving tons of formation that we get that may be helpful for this kind of event. So let's just stop recycling and keep them. Question 10. Going forward, how often will new formation be added? This is a question that many of us obviously has, because they just kept adding them with smite, with delta, with circle, and right now also with the newborn pincer. So how many they will add, which will be the role? Whenever I start focusing on a new formation, I worry that a new one will come out right after. From December 2025 and May 2026, we plan on releasing 3 new formations focused on smite damage, skill damage, and combo attack damage. After that, we plan on adding new formation for these 3 damage types every 18 months. So every year and a half you will have to convert your wall set depending if the new formation will be stronger or not. I cannot say that I'm totally happy about that, because keeping to add new formation will oblige us to have tons of converting stone, which right now you get only and exclusively by KvK or by bundle, but on KvK you get only 10 transmutation stone, which is just need to convert only and exclusively one formation to another, only one with inscription, with legendary inscription, so you will need 40 if you have the whole legendary set. Of course, only big waves will have like that. For the normal players will be lesser, but still definitely is a huge amount of converting stone that we're gonna need. I hope that in future they will still add more ways to get those converting stone, or that they will up a new way of getting them, or more getting from KvK. That's all addition to face with the developers. If you have any feedback or anything we can discuss, that's always about the survey and to make the comments. So definitely this will be the future of Rise of Kingdoms, especially as here they specified, they said they will go for smite, skill, and combo damage. So definitely the true damage has not been mentioned, and this has strengthened the rumors, in fact, that circle formation will be just abandoned. So for this time is everything. I hope everyone here is enjoying the new updates that Rise of Kingdoms Maker gave to us. Some of them are extremely good, like for example the rune-picking. This is definitely one of the best things of this face-to-face with developers. But there are also other things, as the question 10, which is really important to make your plans in future. So thanks everyone for watching. Remember to please subscribe. It doesn't cost nothing to you, and for me it's a font of satisfaction. So thanks once again everyone for watching this video, and I wish you all a good day. Bye bye.